divine plan. That is a very, very, very tricky one. Why? Because it's most completely misunderstood. Basically, if you hear someone talking about the divine plan, sorry, you can bet that they're off. They don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get it how it is. They get their interpretation of it according to the schemes that they're believing in, or even knowing of. But as soon as they translate it as this is the divine plan for me, it's not that. So why? Because I mean that's how it basically is. Not just with the divine plan, but with anything else. What the divine is, how the divine is, its beingness and its reality is entirely different from what we understand in our mind. Entirely. It's like you could say, in that sense, humans, when you compare it to human life, let's say a wise old man knows what's going on, then we as humanity are on the stage of a maybe 2-3-year-old who is able to just utter the first words and make mental sense of the reality around him. This is religion, all of them. It's really not much past it. I mean, there were always some who were past it. We know that, but what they gave or what they left here is then usually again understood by that 2-3-year-old mind. And what can a 2-3-year-old mind make of higher mathematics? Just can't deal with it. And yeah, that's how it is. It's just how it is. And the divine plan exists. But to come into that, you need to completely grow up. You need to come out of all the patterning of how you understand reality, of all of your understandings of what divine is, what God is, what enlightenment is, or whatever words you're using. You have to kind of grow out of that, just like a baby coming out of the womb. It doesn't fit anymore there. You are, if you're ready and ripe to see what divine plan is, you are too big for that container. So through a lot of pain, you got to be born into this completely other world. And as big as that it sounds, and as big as that is, it doesn't necessarily need to be the big awakening procedure. All you need is to come in into what you know is absolutely real for you in your life, and let go of any of your ideas. As simple as that. Basically, you got to come into what you will see on your deathbed. When everything is falling off, your life is falling off, there's no more life, there's no more time, there's no more things to do, there's nothing of that. There's just the passage into the other. And in that moment, you will instinctively know. I mean, it's not a body instinct. It's like a consciousness instinct that hits in because of the inevitability, where you know what is real and what was always absolutely real. Just it's a little late on your deathbed because there's no more time to fulfill any plan, So for you to come into that now, or from now on, you see, we all get only a very little piece. In the Matrix, when Neo goes in the movie, when Neo comes to the Oracle, and the Oracle tells him just the piece, and after Morpheus tells him, what you got was just for you, you don't need to tell me, everybody just gets just this piece of the cake that he or she needs to know. So that's it. All that you need to know is that piece of your cake. And absolutely surrendering to it. Absolutely. It's like, this is the way, and this is what I'm going to do. And I leave my life behind. I leave my preferences behind. I leave my stuff behind. I leave everything behind and walk this way. It's no choice. You do have a choice because you can kind of close to it. But by the time you're even able to see that it's kind of choiceless, because it's so much higher and so much more real and so much more true than anything of your life. And then according to that level, things will move, things will unfold, signs will come. But careful with signs. That's a whole other thing. It's in principle, it's the same thing than with plan. Signs can be so confusing, because if you're using them from a self level, from a personal level of third eye, energetic seeing, you'll shape the signs according to what you would like to have. Or it can also be according to what astral beings would like you to have and to see. So they may give you, signs and all kinds of things. We're talking of the divine plan. Don't go by your mind. Go by codes, by finest codes. Codes that you know, codes that resonate with your internal being, codes that you may not understand, you may not know what to do with them. It's not a plan that it's kind of, you get the map and then you just drive along with your, Google Maps will show you the way. It doesn't work like that. You'll figure out more and more and more and more. And the only thing that you can really trust is your highest knowing. Your resonance that knows what is true and what is truly of God. And as you go by that, and if you're real in that, truthful, then the divine plan will show things. Things will come to you, things will happen. But more than often, they will also not happen. So the divine plan isn't something you go, oh, now I know the divine plan, or now I know something, and now things are going to work according to that. No, there are so many streams on the earth, all kinds of things, ancestral stuff, also astral beings that will do everything to kind of sidetrack you. So it will not necessarily manifest, and it will surely, the divine plan will not necessarily manifest. Be clear on that in the first place. It's not like we come here with the divine plan and then we live our life and the divine plan happens. Not at all. For the divine plan to happen, then it's just ego death, 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 and another ego death. That's just the way. That's the price to pay. It doesn't come on its own. It doesn't use divine power to make you go its way. Not at all. It's so quiet. It's so silent. It's invisible. But you can know. And as you resonate into that, follow the white rabbit. It's here, and it's eternally real. So it is meant to be your life. Your life is meant to be fulfillment of divine plan. It will be the best life ever, but with zero kind of enjoyment of the ego that says, oh, now I have the life that is really what I want. It's opposite to that. It's the best life because you're not there anymore. The divine works through you, the divine acts through you. And even if that is not available to you, it might be available to you to be somewhere where that's moving, and to click in, and just because you click into that, and there you move it, and then it opens up, it unfolds, and it moves forward, because it really has a strong power to it now. Didn't have that in the last thousands of years of humankind. It's having that now because it's really coming in. Divine plan is coming in. And many, many, many will completely misunderstand, go on their religious trip, on their spiritual trip, on all that stuff. But go by that. Be cold. Click in. allow.